How do you react when you hear comments coming out of the media and places like that of the threat of nuclear weapons, biological weapons, chemical weapons? That's been one of the reasons NATO has stayed out of Ukraine is the fear that would escalate and those weapons would actually become used. Does that concern you, Marianne?
I think that Ivanna.
Or Ivana? Maybe I'll ask you then, Ivana.
You see, Russia is accusing Ukraine of having biological weapons laboratories across the
Yeah,
country,
garbage.
NATO biological weapons laboratories, or US or whatever, which is total nonsense and obviously doesn't have any ground under those statements. But that means that Russia is preparing actually to follow what it has been doing in Syria. And that is another threat because there are a couple of things with regard to biological and chemical weapons that Russia has been already threatening the world with, and they might use that instrument in order to attack Ukraine, in order to scare people yet additionally if they see that Ukrainians continue to resist under regular bombardments and regular shellings and using all the forbidden weapons and bombs that they have been using that have been prohibited by Geneva Conventions, as Maria has said also. With regard to nuclear weapons, two of our nuclear power stations are under their control. The International Agency for Atomic Energy does not have access to them, which means that Russia is not willing to even let Ukrainians to get to repair the electricity grids there that would ensure the normal functioning of those nuclear power stations. Moreover, today they were actually they were blowing up some of the ammunitions that are near the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. So they are already creating situation that can lead to nuclear threat, not even using the nuclear weapons. And they are targeting three more of our nuclear power stations as well. They are getting closer to Yuzhno-Ukrainska, Pivdенно-Ukrainska nuclear power station. And that provocation that was carried out just 2 days ago from the Belarusian territory also was by Russian planes against Belarus, was also happening near one of the nuclear power stations, which means that they are considering to use this as a possibility. So they do not need to actually use even the nuclear tactical weaponry. What they need, they can use their attack on our nuclear power stations. And that's why they're taking them under control. And we have to understand, Russia is behaving the way that it doesn't respect the human life, even not only of the enemy as they see us, but they do not respect the human lives of their soldiers and officers. They are not even picking up the bodies of those who have died in the field here. So they will send them as I'm sorry to say this, but they will send those people as meat for weapons, and they will be ready to sacrifice them under the nuclear attack that they can carry out against the Ukrainian people by just targeting our nuclear power stations. So therefore, and that means that all of this is happening too close to European countries. And that means that the threat of nuclear cloud is actually too close to all those countries that are nearby Ukraine. So that's why we believe it's about everybody.